wow, and wow, what a weekend of football. Absolute scenes, shock results, the lot. This is Get Amped, the fan calling show, where obviously if you want, you click the link, which I'm going to post in the comment section in a minute. Call in, you come and have your say, because boy, 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 there's quite a few things to talk about, I'm sure. I'm sure. But before we obviously drop the link and also get into the comments, let me just give you a rundown of the Premier League fixtures. So Spurs 1, Wolves 0, Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Leicester City 1, Southampton 2, Fulham 3, Brentford 2, Palace 3, Villa 1, Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 3, West Ham 0, Brighton 2, Leeds 3, Chelsea 0, Newcastle 3, Man City 3. That was a cracking game, by the way. And tonight, Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. And fair play, United were brilliant. Watching that game, they were brilliant. Liverpool were very poor. And have they been found out defensively? Something I want to talk about. Big up David Lee, the cut. Vibes as well. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. David Lee is saying glory, glory, Man United. The Colombian Bebe, Brazilian Heskey, Egyptian Elanga. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my days. I tell you what. Absolute scenes. What have we just watched? We've actually watched a cohesive Man United side with passion, with actually let me just say passion desire, but like the intensity. They look good going forward. It's a great performance. So it's absolutely great, absolutely a great performance as such. So, let me drop this in the comments. Let's chat. Wow. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna start playing my clips. No. This is Virgil van Dijk.
From the back, 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 from the back.
Virgil van Dijk. Oh my days. David said he wasn't expecting that. Absolutely. I don't think anyone was, David.
I'm happy because I never expected it.
No one expected that result today. Liverpool, they're not looking good. Big up, Jackie. Hope you're well. Thank you once again for jumping in. Thanks for your support as well. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes. And vibes here with honestly, I love that video to you guys. I love that video. But yeah, you know what? Until anyone calls in, I know it's a late one today. It's a late one, but to be fair, we've got Henry coming in now. Yes, Henry, how you doing?
You alright? How's it going?
I'm good. I know we've spoken Palace, we've got the fan clubs and all that, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and deviate from Palace. But any games that took your interest this weekend?
Yeah, there's been a few. The Fulham game was a boring one, wasn't it? Fulham Brentford. There was obviously the Man City Newcastle one, very entertaining. And obviously the one we've just seen, caught everyone. No one would have predicted that last week when they lost to Brentford. That's for sure. So unbelievable, really. I can't quite believe what I've just seen.
What shocked you the most about tonight?
Just like the way that they, the fighting display from United, just the way they came out. They seem to be motivated, and like that's something that's been missing from, people criticise that group of players and say, oh, there's no fight, there's no desire, there's no hunger. But they showed all of that tonight. It was almost like Ten Hag just, gave him a kick up the backside and said, "Listen, if you don't do it for me tonight, you're gonna, be in big trouble." So clearly, he did something, and it worked.
What is going on with Liverpool, though?
What's that?
What is going on with Liverpool?
With Liverpool? Oof, not sure. Maybe I think they're missing Mane, to be honest. I think Mane is like as good as Luis Diaz is. I think he really was like the real man who brought that front three and made it work really well.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was a massive loss. They should have done everything they could in their powers to keep Mane.
Yeah.
But,
and obviously they are missing a lot of players through injury, but that's no excuse for their performance, to be honest. I thought they were well short.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just a few more comments, actually. Vibe saying here, shall I defend or blame? Van Dijk saying, shall I defend or He's not been good.
No,
He
no, I agree.
Been good. Well, we're going to discuss that actually in depth in a minute and such. Van Dijk did some strange defender moves tonight. Oh, he's had a terrible start to the season, by the way. Or has he just been found out? That's the question.
Well, I don't know.
He thought his aura attacks would stop the shot. Leeds press is crazy, actually.
Oh, of course, Leeds beating Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, their press is mad at the moment.
It is.
Big up the Added Time podcast. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Obviously, the hashtag is still going to go out, especially with United fans. Blazers out. Fair play to them. I think they were very consistent with their protest today as well, actually. Because before they've kind of been like, "Oh, we're going to do it," and then they don't and stuff. So it looked like a proper one. And please for Rashford, all the flack he's received. Yeah, you know what? He's had a tough, I'll say, 18 months, maybe even more.
Yeah, he has. I mean, but tonight he showed glimpses of his best. Well, obviously the goal was just like what he shows what he can do with that finish and that. But even after that, he can, like when he took on, those players and he beat them all, and then he nearly scored. Like that just reminded me of when he sort of first burst on the scene, and I think he scored against Liverpool before as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he just needs to kind of just keep his head down and just focus on football. I know he's done some amazing things for young people and stuff, and I'm not saying that he should stop doing that.
No,
but I think this goal hopefully will go a long way in him thinking, all right, cool, let's get back on track.
Yeah, I think it should give him some confidence, because it's mad the pressure that's on him.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Can't be easy for a young guy.
Just a reminder, if you want to come in, have your say on any of the games, just click this link. Don't worry about having to have your camera on or anything like that. That's all it's up to you. But obviously, if you say a madness, quick send it. Yeah, it's just unbelievable at the moment. We're the Chelsea fans. Before we go into this, actually, Henry, let's talk about Van Dijk and Trent, because Gomez didn't have the best of games either, but defensively, they are a shambles at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Trent was just like he went missing. I thought when I was watching the defend, I was just like, "Where's Trent? Like, where is he?" When we had PVA and he sort of drifted sometimes, it almost reminded me a bit like that. But like, I'm mostly surprised at Van Dijk because normally he is, he's really up there. But tonight it's just something a little bit wrong with Liverpool at the moment as a team. They don't seem quite right.
You know what? A lot has been. Now, obviously, Van Dijk's been kind of put in the same category of the likes of like Ferdinand and Terry and that, which I think is just it's mad. It's crazy, you know what I mean? But I've never ever really seen him engage in defending. personally. Like, I think
Okay.
he gets into good positions. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But I feel like all he does is jockey.
Hmm.
I don't
don't know.
really see him
I mean,
put
I've
attacking.
seen him. I don't really agree with that, but yeah, I mean, he does seem a little bit. What's the word? A little bit hesitant to sort of get in the way of, throw his body in the way of shots and stuff like that. And like, for example, Anderson. I don't want to keep talking about, I don't want to make it too Palace based, but Anderson, in the last two games, the way that he commanded his box and, loads of headers out the box and clearances, I haven't really seen that from Van Dijk.
He tends to do a lot of this hands behind the back sort of defending.
Mm.
I mean, I guess obviously like penalties are given away for like the smallest of things. I mean, we benefited from one on the weekend, but as you say, he doesn't really put his body on the line for anything really.
No. Yeah.
The other one's Trent.
Yeah, Trent.
His 1v1 defending is not good.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a little bit concerning. I mean, I know we're only 3 games in, but if he goes to the World Cup, he can't play like that.
I don't think Southgate fancies him though.
Yeah, but surely he'll still get in the squad.
Yeah, probably will get in the squad.
I mean, I imagine. I guess who else is there? Kyle Walker, isn't it?
That's a nice little segue. He had a terrible game yesterday.
He was, yeah, he did. He was, again, he got roasted. He got
Constantly.
destroyed by Newcastle. And
constantly.
I thought Newcastle were unlucky not to win that game, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's like,
I know they did really well to get a point against the champions, one of the teams in Europe. But when you're 2 goals up against City at home, and you've done all that work to get back in the game, and the crowd are behind you and everything, I think if I was one of their fans, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of similar to how we felt against Liverpool.
Yeah.
That when you're in the lead, like you'd hope to obviously maintain. Yes, we only had a 1-goal lead, but they had a 2-goal cushion. And the thing is, they had a 2-goal cushion, and they were pressuring City.
Yeah,
it was just obviously momentary lapse of defense cost them, which is a shame for their part. But Saint-Maximin.
Oh, I love watching Saint-Maximin play. He is, he's one of them players like Wilfried Zaha that just gets you off your seat and just he's got that extra something look, that really brings the best out of out of Newcastle and really terrifies defenses. So he's a real special talent, and if he keeps this form up, he could maybe get in the France team.
That
Big up, everybody.
The French is mad. Big up, King KB.
Big up, Rich. Big up, Henry. How y'all doing?
All good. Mate, you know what? It's actually nice to be able to talk to you on more positive circumstances because I don't think I have yet.
No, you haven't. It's been a rough 10 years, man.
But is that how long it's been since he spoke to you? 10 years
since we won a title. But no.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
but yeah, no, it's been real. It's been real bad. It's actually I was on Twitch with Realist and them, and we were just talking about pregame. We were just expecting and hoping and wishing for effort.
Yeah.
And it's just like coming up watching the Manchester United that I came up watching. That's never what we had to go into the game thinking. Yeah, no, it's crazy. That's my gaffer,
Yeah, you said it there. That's my coach.
You know what I mean? It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. It's actually really good to see that because the last time Liverpool came to OT, I woke up at 7 a.m. local time here to watch Mo Salah put that hat trick on that 5-0. Like, so this is vindication. This was much needed. Trent's one-on-one defending. That's something I just wanted to talk about though. When you're getting rinsed by Alanga, you may be done out here. No, come on, let's call it. Like Alanga is just
let's not downplay Alanga too much. He is a good player.
He's a solid player. He's not a great footballer though. I'm not going to disrespect him on a level like he has like Wan-Bissaka feet or nothing like that. It's nothing like that. But he's not like he's a take his pace away and then what? That's what I would say about Alanga. You can't be getting beat by Alanga.
He scored. He hit the post, didn't he?
He should have scored. I've noticed that about Alanga as well. Young player, so hopefully he grows out of it. There's still plenty of development in him. He has missed some chances, but he's an attacker playing out wide in a crazy system with no service. But that was last year. This year, it's actually good to see. It's actually good to see the players actually looking like they cared, looking like they wanted to actually run. You know what I mean? The one thing that bothers me is there are still patches in the game where it looks like these cats just met at the park and was just like, yeah, you guys fancy playing a game? Like we never had practice together. Like we don't go to Carrington together. Like they still look like 11 strangers on the pitch at times. And that's what's scaring me.
There is some new players in there still getting used to each other.
Yeah. No. There's new players getting used to each other. I mean, we got Erickson in the double pivot. That's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress, but luckily for the first time this season, we've seen some actual progress. Martial came on and changed everything. I do think that he is a huge piece of how the whole front line is going to play. He provides some much needed fluidity.
You think you can rediscover form? Because obviously there's a big talent in there, but he hasn't quite done it the last few years. But he's had a good pre-season and he played well tonight. So you think he can come back?
I don't know. I hope he's going to come back. I've been saying this about Martial since he made his first goal against Liverpool. He was 19 years old. He's 26 now. This is that's a lot of rope to be given somebody, but I really like the way he plays. I like his football brain. He's one of the few players that we have that can probably link up with Jadon Sancho up front. You have to have a football brain and you got to have tech to be able to do some of the things that they can do. I don't think Rashford has the brain to do so. I don't think Ronaldo has the legs to do so. I don't think Alanga has the brain to do so. So I want to see them on the pitch together more often.
I hear that. Listen, Maguire got dropped.
Rightly so.
Maguire got dropped. And I have to
did without it. Look how better
Varane and Martinez, especially Martinez.
Incredible. I'm not one of the cats that just slate Martinez for being 5'9". I know the center back position. I mean, like it's not great. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It's not great, but the last defender, the name's escaping me, to win the Ballon d'Or. What was he, about 5'10"? His name is escaping me. I can't. It's going to bother me.
The last two, sorry?
The last center back to win the Ballon d'Or.
Cannavaro.
Wasn't he only? Yeah, that's it. Wasn't he only about 5'10"?
Yeah, he wasn't the tallest.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying that there is a viable way to play the center back at that height. We've seen it be done at a very high level. Martinez has a leap on him and he has some veracity about him. Hopefully he'll be able to overcome that stature, but he watching him, he's in the right place at the right time. His positional sense is good. He's able to put out fires that Maguire would start. That's what I would say. Like when Maguire is starting fires, he's the one to put them out.
Yeah.
The own goal that he saved, Bruno is panicking and starting a fire. Martinez just decides this is the right place to be at the right time.
That was a bit of a funny moment. Fernandez.
Appreciate you, Pat.
So I'm guessing his ranking is JC, King KB.
That's crazy. This is an Eagle channel. I'm a Philadelphia Eagle, not a South London one, but the love is the love.
It is.
Oh, man, but great game.
Big up Protege on the Twitch side of things. Big up. Hope you're well.
What did you guys think?
Behind Henry. What?
Saying that King is answering if King's second behind you.
Oh. Yes.
That's funny.
Never be that high up. Yeah, no, I thought, it was a completely different performance from the Brentford match. Like the Brentford match, I'm not going to lie, I was sitting on my bed watching that game and laughing my head off each time Brentford scored. Right. And I was just thinking, it's 4-0 in half an hour. And then a couple of things went through my mind. First was, how on earth is this happening to one of the biggest clubs in the world? When I was growing up watching football, they would nearly always win the league.
Mm-hmm.
They had a manager with an elite mentality. Everyone was scared of him. And they always brought in, top players. So I was thinking about their demise in general, but I was just thinking, this is Brentford. No disrespect to Brentford, but they're not just playing better. They're out fighting, they're out muscling. And I was just thinking, how are they gonna compete in the Liverpool game? But they came up with the answers tonight, to be fair.
Yeah, that shows you the frail mentality of the players, if you ask me. Do you know what I mean? For me personally, there's a whole litany of issues that go on at Manchester United.
Yeah.
From the Glazers down, like a fish rots from the head. So anything that's that messed up from the top is going to inherently be messed up at the bottom.
Yeah.
The group of players that we have, some of them don't have the technical ability, some of them don't have the mental capacity, and then some of them just don't have the will. And it's just like, because of the way the Glazers run the club, we're never going to be able to sell the players that we have because we put them on huge wages to inflate their stock market value.
Right.
So it's deeper than football. They're assets as it just pertains to stock market value. They're not footballers. And it's like, that's the combination of 17 years of being run by the Glazers. I'm expecting more of this season, just the first 3 games. Some awful defeats, some exhilarating wins, a roller coaster this season, because this is a combination of 17 years of poor planning. You know what I mean? This started when Sir Alex Ferguson was still at post. We were winning despite the Glazers. Now it's impossible to do that now.
Yeah,
no way has he gone live in Mexico.
No.
Go KG.
KG's live from Mexico.
No.
That's so reckless.
That's crazy. Don't drink the water, KG. Seriously. If it's not bottled.
That is bad. Let me just quickly pull up the league table because this is crazy in itself.
With Liverpool in 16th?
I don't know.
So, West Ham. Then Leicester.
Wow.
What a shame to see them.
Then Wolves.
What a shame.
Then Everton. These are some big clubs, you know.
Big clubs.
Liverpool 16th.
Little 2 points there. Even Bournemouth.
Manchester United.
Come on.
Aston Villa. Chelsea. Southampton. Forest.
Oh, we're 9th now, yeah? I love it.
Yeah, we're 9th as of yesterday. Palace, we're 9th. Brentford. I mean, we have got City at the Etihad this Saturday, so boy. Fulham. Newcastle. Brighton. Tottenham. Leeds.
And
how
would Leeds? Jesus.
It's crazy. The league is the table is crazy.
This is the thing about the August tables. They always play tricks with us at this.
And it's going to be worse this year because of how they're cramming the fixtures because of the World Cup. It's going to be on its head. It's going to be on its head. Where do you guys think that you guys can finish?
What are you saying, my bro? I know you're in a good mood. I hope you haven't woken Bubba up as well at the same time, boy. We were screaming. But listen, United, that's a wicked performance. Fair play to you guys. The Wi-Fi was slower than Nippons. KG managed to stay in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, Mexico's internet's different. I've been to Mexico. It is different.
Was it rough?
Mexico was cool. I wasn't in the touristy part. Like I was in Mexico City. I got sick off the water.
I meant the Wi-Fi. That rough?
Yeah. No, it was. Oh God, it was awful. It was like 2G settings. Like it it was bad. Like it was bad. And it wasn't like I was in a densely populated area, and they was just like, yeah, no, that's what we got. But that was a long time ago. Hopefully it's better now. That was over 10, 12 years ago.
Big up James
Liverpool.
from AFC Fan TV. I've got a decision to make. I really want to be taking Salah out my FPL. But
Salah.
they got Bournemouth. So I might have to just wait.
Leave them in one more week.
One more week, maybe. I think after that they got Newcastle. Both at Anfield.
They gotta put some points together. Liverpool need to put points on the board because I'm used to us having City start a little slow and then by bonfire night and stuff like that around them times they're just reeling 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wins in a row. I'm not really used to seeing Liverpool since Klopp has made this team his team start this poorly. You know what I mean? They're not this type of team. I don't know.
They look a bit disjointed right now.
I think they really miss Mane. I was calling it because that was the first staple Jurgen Klopp signing.
That's
you know what I mean?
Was saying before you came on that Mane is just missing ingredient at the moment.
Yeah. He was the glue that kept everything together. He was the first Klopp signing that started that Klopp culture, that era that they have of I wouldn't say it winning because they won one of everything.
They won the Premier League and they waited so long to win the Premier League that no one saw it because everyone was.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm a Manchester United fan, so if they're going to have to win the league in my lifetime,
must have been.
I'm glad that there was no fans.
Yeah, Nate, this quote is everything because a lot of Liverpool fans will say, "No, he's washed. Yeah, we'll be fine without him."
No,
they needed to give that 400,000 that they wanted to give Salah to Mane because he was the glue for everything.
Facts. I think they bet on the wrong horse. And if I was Mane, I'd be kicking back in Germany right now with the Wakanda Is This Your King with the Mo Salah picture. Y'all gave the bag to the wrong one.
The thing is, Mane he's going to be relevant right now, isn't he?
I want to hear your thoughts on Aston Villa.
Oh, for me as a neutral, me personally, I love seeing Vieira put Gerrard in the spliff. This is me personally. This is one of my favorite things in the world to see.
He said,
"Big up." So me personally, I don't like Steven G for obvious reasons. Lampard falls in that same category. I'm just one of those people. Whenever they can get mud on them, I just want to see them muddy. And I love to see Patrick Vieira with that squad just giving them work. Because if you ask me, Vieira actually has the coaching pedigree and acumen to be lauded like your Gerrards and your Lampards, but it's not going to happen, and we're not going to talk about it. But anytime he gets a chance to embarrass him on a level playing field on the pitch, I'm here for it. Aston Villa are down bad. They need to it's sticky for them. They need to shape up quick.
I think if Gerrard doesn't get some wins soon, he'll be under pressure.
Yeah. He could. You think he can get sacked before the World Cup? Because I think he can.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Him and Lampard.
They're both on fraud watch, bro. Like,
they're the same guy, man. I'm telling you, the same.
I used to bundle them two with Ali, and I just used to say like them three are all the same.
Sorry, wait, what? Pat, Roland's always been that.
Bruv, I've always been like this, bro. Wait, Pat's been here, fam. He knows, bruv. He's seen me on here, bro. What's going on here, bro?
Apparently not.
Been on the drinks or something.
Oh man.
Brother.
But yeah, what are you guys thinking? I mean, for me, Zaha looks really good for you guys this season.
Yeah.
That second goal, like we're not going to remember the build up for that second goal because it's all about the cross to bend it around the corner and then that hit. But the way that Zaha was directing traffic, he was making the triangles. He was directing traffic for the little flick that caused that cross. Absolutely. He's on different smoke this season. He looks fit. He looks like he looks great. He can't take a penalty to save his life, but that's always been an issue.
We forgive him. He scored a rebound.
One penalty. He scored most, to be fair.
Yeah,
I just
but
don't like the
now,
technique.
What I love about
Like,
Wilfred, he doesn't hesitate.
8 penalties, 6 scored. No,
Yeah.
no, sorry. 8 penalties taken, 5 scored. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why did they put that down as a missed penalty? Just because he was the
It was
keeper?
saved.
It's
The
safe.
same.
It's
The
missed,
goal
innit?
still happened as a result.
Yeah,
of
the goal
penalty.
still stands, but it's a different action, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, it's not a dead ball anymore.
No,
Yeah.
It's a penalty.
Yeah.
It's a rebound penalty goal. Why are they giving it as a missed penalty?
I don't work like that. You still missing it,
Don't
even
worry,
if you
and
score.
Yeah.
No, it's
It's
just
Hey,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
We're
I
going to
ain't
get
gonna
a
lie,
couple of viewpoints from the United camp. Roland, talk to
Hey.
us about the game today.
boy. I mean, last week I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I feel like we're gonna get pammed again. There's just been a lot of chatter in the media about what's Ten Hag's plan moving forward. We've been in so much disarray. Like, there's been talk about Harry Maguire. Should he play? You know, there's that kind of talk about, you know, him being the captain. What's going on with Ronaldo? Like, he's saying that. But yeah, like, I mean, we started very well, like obviously on the front foot, aggressive. Like, it's what you want to see from your team, innit? Like, it's one of those things where, like, even forget like what's gone on in the last 6 months, right? Like, you want them in this game to turn up with all the backdrop of the game, the Glazers out protests. Stadium was full, by the way, which I was very surprised to see it. Like, I can't even lie, because them man were talking like, yeah, we're gonna empty the stadium. They all came there and did their thing. Fine, cool, support the team. I hear it, innit? So, like, obviously, in terms of getting that goal, obviously, great goal for Sancho. Good assist by Elanga. A lot of people were talking about Elanga starting. Oh, why is he starting? Me, I feel like, you know, when you look at his attitude is probably one of his most important attributes, right? He comes into the game and he wants to do well for the team. He wants to run hard. He wants to show his
score, though.
Say again?
He's got to score that chance, though.
Yeah, he's got to score. He's got to score, but I'll forgive him because he got the assist. You know what I'm saying? So I'll forgive him for that.
he did.
And then in terms of like Martinez, don't forget, like, his debut was a very bad debut, right? Like, not to say it was his fault, but he was part of a collective mess, right? And for him to come into the game ahead of Maguire, and the manager putting his trust in him because it is his players, you spent near enough 60 million on him. Like, for him to put in the performance that he has, like, it's a great performance from start to finish. Like, there's not going to be any excuses about his height anymore. Like, I feel like he's you know, I was a bit skeptical because we haven't had the best kind of like history with Argentinian players at Man United. Like, you know, like, it's been a bit of a mixed bag, starting all the way from Veron, Heinz, Di Maria, Rojo. Like, there's a bit of a mixed bag there. But him coming in here, manager's trusted player, like, I feel like the questions are being dispelled already at the fact that whether he's going to be a midfield player for Ten Hag or a defender for Ten Hag. I think we can say it's safe to say he's going to be a defender for Ten Hag. Sancho getting the goal. You see, man, like Scorcher on what's the armchair gaffers was talking about how, hey, we don't want to see the young guy from the hood and all of that. Yeah, not trying to make it. Yeah, but we have to speak about his performances. Hey, he scored again today. He scored some important goals for United, though. Let's not be real. He did score at Man City. We lost the game, but he was still there. Like, he still makes runs. He still tries to do something in the game. Chelsea, right? So yeah, Chelsea as well. So like, he scores in these big games. We're seeing little glimpses. We just need to see it a bit more consistently now. And then in terms of Rashford too, like, I'm glad to see he got a goal tonight because he needed that. Like, he really, really needed that goal because this first goal since January. Like, he needed that goal, man. Like, if he didn't score tonight, then I don't know what we would say for him. You know what I mean? If he didn't perform tonight, like, I don't know what to say for him. I think Ten Hag himself, like, put in a very good tactical performance. You can see this wasn't just, I mean, yes, emotions were there, like, for all the players, but at the same time, he did lay it out from start to finish. Like, there was no, like, stone left unturned. You could tell he really worked with the players because you need to turn them around mentally as well. Like, it's because you can't get battered like by Brentford like that. And then all of a sudden, within 9 days, they come and put in a performance like that in front of the fans with all the backdrop and the negativity surrounding that and all of that. And then one player I want to also highlight before I'm done with this, yeah? Malacia. Oh my days. Oh my days. That kid, because like at the end of the day, like throwing him into this kind of game is big. Like it's a big call. You can't be throwing no 19-year-old into basically his debut, his debut from the start. Do you know what I mean? Like against Liverpool, and he puts in a performance like that. Had a few shaky moments here and there, but you can tell he's one of them kind of people. His brain is ticking all the time. Like he's trying to learn like what's going on in game, so he knows that he won't make that mistake again. And like obviously, like he looks like he's good defensively as well. So he's not just going to be an attacking outlet for us. He's going to be very good defensively as well. He's gonna if he makes a mistake in terms of his positioning, he makes sure he recovers as well, which is good to see. I mean, hey, it's an all-around good performance. A win against Liverpool, I'm taking it. And let's start the season, man. Southampton, next game. I want to see more.
Hey, Roland, can I ask you a question real quick? What you said that resonated with me is the response mentally for the players who haven't been here for the Ali era and previously, right? Because when I'm looking at the game, I'm looking at how Erik ten Hag snatched Martinez off at halftime. And then to drop Maguire in the very next game against our biggest rival at home, and for him to have that type of performance, that speaks a lot to his mentality and his character. And then same exact thing with the Malaysia, right? A kid, 19-year-old, young man, going out there, baptism by fire, going out there, left back up against Mohamed Salah, arguably one of the greatest wingers of the Premier League era. That's what some say. I don't know. But it's just speaking to the mentality again, right? So it's looking like the players who haven't been here for like that Ali trauma, that Jose trauma, they're the ones that we're going to have to build the mentality off of. And I'm seeing Erik ten Hag do kind of weird things. Like for me, it's just like, okay, dropping your signing at halftime, crazy. I think that was a bad look. But then obviously that's why he gets paid and I watch from my couch, because he comes back in the next game and has the game of his career in the Manchester United shirt, albeit 3 games.
Yeah.
So where do we go? I want to know, like, what do you think? How are we going to build the mentality? Because I don't trust the Brexit players. I don't trust the Ali players. You know what I mean? It's that's what it is.
I mean, like, so I've spoken before about Ten Hag needing to rebuild the spine of the team, essentially. So, like, he needs to bring in his players, in it, like, in order to kind of rebuild the mentality of the team. Like, there's going to be players there that are going to have to buy into what the manager's trying to do, but ultimately he needs to have his own players. So, I'm a bit interested to see if Casemiro was his signing or if this was something by the club. I feel like it's more the club than it is him, because last year we inquired about Casemiro, but I don't think Real Madrid were allowing us to take Varane and him in the same summer. So it's interesting how that's kind of rolled over into this summer. But I will say, mentality-wise, he's probably good for the squad. He'll be good influence in the dressing room, so that's good. You're going to see a couple of his signings come in, like, and that may also add to that mentality side of the squad, like, and it's also going to add added pressure and competition to the players that are currently there. So you lot have to perform, because I brought in my own men. Let's see what we can do with this squad together. And then it's up to those players who are currently there to rise to that challenge, basically. And if your heart's not really in it, tell me and I'll let you go. Like, you can go somewhere on loan for a season or whatever. But yeah, I think to be honest, a lot of the players are going to be very excited after this win, like, to be a part of something now moving forward. So, like, Maguire, unfortunately, you have competition now.
I think he's done.
He's done. Like,
he has to be done. Goose is cooked, bro. You
have some serious competition now. So we'll see what happens.
Right. Or else I'm going to bring you in regarding Ronaldo. Hamza, I'm going to ask you about Donny. And then what we'll do is we'll discuss what we'll say is the performance of the weekend, and then we'll wrap it. But it's a late one. It's a late one today.
It's a late one. Hey, Rich, I'm out, but I just wanted to just show love real quick. Big up to everybody still.
Big up. Before you go, let everyone know where they can find you, bro.
Yo, make sure you subscribe to Pros Only Sports. Obviously, there'll be a review of the game from tonight, tomorrow on the channel. And then there's going to be a few more extra content as well over the coming weeks for the transfer window. But make sure you subscribe to Pros Only Sports on YouTube. Peace.
Blessings, bro. Blessings. CR7 Orist. You got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
Good.
Is this it for him now?
It's over, man. It's over. Before the lineups came out, I said to United fans, we need to bench Ronaldo. I don't care. And then United fans were like, "Oh, you're this and that." But listen, I've always said without Ronaldo, we play better as a team, and this shows that Maguire, not Maguire, sorry, Martinez and Varane. That's our centre back partnership now. That's it. That's Martinez, mate. All Arsenal fans can talk about is height, but now he showed it that height does not matter now. Whether how tall you are, whether how short you are, Martinez solid today. He shows passion for us. He's determined to win. I like Martinez. Varane was solid today, and also Luke Shaw, man, he's in danger as well. Because Malacia, oh boy. But no, good win, man. Good win. I was actually the one that predicted 2-1 United on other channels, so I got my prediction right. But Ronaldo, it's over for him, man. It's over. It's over, man. It's done. It's done for Ronaldo.
With you saying it's over for him, would you actually still want to see him in your squad if he's not good? Because I'm just trying to preempt. Could he become a bad apple?
I don't know. The thing is, when he starts here, all our players, they just want to feed all the ball to Ronaldo. So I don't know, man, because Ronaldo, I don't think there's certain leaks that apparently the players don't look up to him and stuff like that. So I don't know, man, because I think Ronaldo, he makes us worse. I'm gonna say, I know United fans won't like it, but I think he makes us worse, to be fair. But I would play him in certain games. I would rotate him. But if he probably won't like to be benched, so that's Ronaldo. So every time I just realized when I was watching that, every time the camera panned to Ronaldo, he just looked unhappy every time. So it just doesn't. I know Hamza, you're shaking your head, but you need to realize, mate, without Ronaldo, we play better, mate. And it shows you that I understand. I actually understand why Ten Hag played Rashford at Langdon Sancho, because he wants high speed pressing from out front three. So it worked today. So it should work.
That was they played like a team for the first.
We played
time.
as a team, yeah.
I don't know when, but
I'm surprised he didn't bench Bruno. I'm surprised that he started. But listen, we move on to the next game.
His effort was magnificent today, but he played crap. So
he played crap.
Bruno's a
I don't know if you saw, but he did dive when I think he was Salah. When Salah scored, yeah, apparently Salah touched him. But
I think the world's waking up to the whole Bruno Fernandes hype. To be honest, lots of effort. He works hard. He's just not a good footballer.
Whenever Palace win, I just realized whenever Palace win, United lose. So thank God United won actually, because whenever Palace, it's always a myth that whenever Palace
to be
win,
fair, that only happened when you were sending me messages laughing when we were losing. So then when we won, you lost, and you've stopped doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Just bear that in mind. Hamza, I want to talk to you about Donny. So big up Mania. Just want to ask you about Donny. Is Ten Hag trying to
oh, this guy. You're gonna
not trying to get no copyrights, Mania.
The voice is coming from the game, isn't it?
What was I gonna say? What's happening with Donny? Because I mean, if he really ain't gonna be getting minutes, I will be happy to take him on loan at Palace. We're looking for a midfielder.
We don't need
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, man. We'll give you £5 million.
We don't need Wan-Bissaka. We don't need Van der Beek. We got Eze. We got Wilf. We got Decore. We're good, mate.
Yeah, we're a midfielder short though, Henry.
We got Will Hughes.
You got rid of the dead wood.
Luca, MacArthur coming back.
Okay, please come on, Luke. I mean, Luke has played well recently, but I mean their age doesn't hit. But anyway, sorry, Hamza, Donny, what's going on with him?
I think it's just I don't know, first off, start off with Ten Hag coming in and still continuing with Maguire and Shaw. Just took him 2 games to realize that the squad is not good enough. I think from now on we're gonna see a bit more of Donny van de Beek, because I think he's playing more of a squad role than a starting player. I think Bruno deserves to be dropped. That's 100%. But I think that there are things going on in the dressing room that just can't allow it. When you think about it today, tactically, you could say that Ten Hag dropped Ronaldo because of the lack of pace, which I totally agree with, and I think that Ten Hag got it absolutely spot on today, from minute 1 to minute 90. But I think as well, like when he talked about the leadership in the previous press conference, he mentioned all the leaders were shite basically, and he dropped Ronaldo and Maguire, who are basically the two main players in the dressing room. So I think today, like we could see the glimpses of the unity starting, and I think by that Donny van de Beek is gonna start entering, developing into the squad. I think he might have starting games because like Ericsson like got absolutely like shit himself in minute 70. He was dead, absolutely dead. I think from like Ericsson can't play 90 minutes two games a week. I don't think he can do that. I think by that Donny van de Beek has the chance to come on, because I don't think Fred is that good as a box to box like Donny, and I absolutely don't think McTominay is good enough for to be in the reserves even. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watch this team, because with the way Ten Hag like absolute done crucial decisions against Liverpool, one of the best sides in the world, at this match after losing 4-0 to Brentford. Like I think we're gonna start seeing glimpses of how of a great manager he is, and how he's gonna change this toxic dressing room into a united team that actually wants to play for the badge, for each other, and for the club.
Brilliant, thanks. I know, sorry, I don't mean to like try to rush through these topics and stuff, but it's a late one. It's late. Normally, obviously, we do this at 9 o'clock, but I thought I was going to do this last night, and I thought it makes no sense. To be fair, I love the support that I get from the United fan base as well. So let's have them have their say. So it's good that you won as well, which makes it a lot easier. None of you would have put in, right?
For the haters today, like I've got absolutely smacked those last couple of days, because everybody said we're gonna lose. I said no, we're gonna win. I even put Sancho in my FPL team. I put Sancho in my FPL team to tell them that we're gonna win, and Sancho scored the first goal. Like,
I had Tyrell Malacia and Licha and Varane in my team, my guy.
Yeah, absolutely magnificent.
Absolutely.
Mania, I'll give you the last two questions, but just in a second. Obviously, James, so you've got a fans free for all Saturday, 3rd September. So that's Nottingham Forest versus Bournemouth. All right, we'll definitely look out for that. Awesome. Take care. It was good seeing you as always. Mania, obviously I said to you I was going to ask you to talk about the protest, but just before that, Casemiro signing, what does it do for your midfield? And do you think he will be an instant success?
Instant success, yes. And what it does for our midfield is it finally allows us to play two more offensive midfielders in that team. And going back to what you were talking about, Donny van de Beek, I think now the likelihood of playing Donny van de Beek, Bruno Fernandes in the same team, Bruno Fernandes and Christian Eriksen in the same team, Donny van de Beek and Christian Eriksen in the same team is way higher when you have a player like Casemiro in. And on the other hand, his signing also brings in leadership. We are lacking leadership in that midfield. I love Bruno today. I had no complaints. Still diving a little bit like a headless chicken, but he was good today. But still, no leadership in that midfield. We needed it today, and we brought it. It's a bit expensive, but hey, that's what you have to do when you're desperate.
Lastly, the protests, Mania.
Oh my God, here we go.
I mean, listen, I think they're stupid. The people that are protesting. I mean, Eagle Eye Nate said it best.
No.
You're the first one that's I've heard say that I'm not happy about it.
No, let me explain why. They really don't care. The Glazer family doesn't care if you're protesting outside the stadium. You already paid your £110 for the shirt, and you already paid for the season ticket. So you already
You're
have.
Not. No.
Let me finish.
They don't not care about your opinion. The Glazer family does not care about your opinion. As long as you paid them that season ticket and you bought that shirt, It's good enough for them, and you have that MUTV subscription. So protesting outside the stadium in one of the biggest games in this club's recent history was stupid from the beginning. And I'm glad that only about 5-10% of the stadium was actually outside, and most of them got in the second half because we were doing so well.
Hamza, you obviously don't agree.
What are you saying is just absolutely mad, to be honest. Like, with all due respect, it's just mad ridiculous. Like, when you protest at one of the biggest matches in the world, Manchester United, Liverpool, one of the best English teams in the world, and when you're protesting in this game, you send out a clear message that Manchester United are not happy with their owners, and everybody listens and knows about it. This is the thing when you protest in one of the biggest games in the world, and there's no hiding from it. That's the thing, that you cannot hide from it. Glazers have got the message. Everybody has got the message. Now, the thing is, the fan base need to be more united to get even more people. We need now the Gary Nevilles, the Roy Keanes, those kind of people. We need them to speak, because now we have a viable owner. We have a viable buyer. Mm-hmm. Now we have a buyer. With doing these protests, it pushes the buyer to be even more encouraged that he wants to buy the club. We have a buyer now. You don't get it. Last couple of protests, we had no one. This time we have a buyer. We have an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity we're gonna have for a buyer to come in. This is our time now. We have to push it as much as possible to get them out.
Okay, now can I reply to you? You said it, and I said, we both said this is one of the biggest games in the club's recent history. I don't care that it's the two biggest clubs, Liverpool and Manchester United. That's not why it was big today. It was big because we had not won our first two games, and they had not won their first two games, and we needed a win today. So if you're going to protest, I understand that, but we really needed a win. And I think the fans made the team today. They were absolutely amazing. So if they weren't into the stadium today, I don't think we would have won today, and we needed that win today. I don't care right now about the Glazer family. They're not going to go anytime soon. I'm basically, I hate them. I mean, you'd see my logo for this thing here. It's Love United, Hate Glazers. But I do not see a path out. They're already asking for $6 billion, which is $4 billion more what the club is actually worth, because we have a lot of debt, obviously. So
I was sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
Keep going. It's fine. You go.
I think you guys are both right and wrong, and that's what's kind of funny to me, right? Because I feel like you're absolutely right. How are you going to get the Glazers out of here? I live in the same country that they live in. You know what I mean? They do not hear you from the other side of the pond, but they will hear you if you do lower the stock market prices. So if you lower the stock market prices by making it clear and obvious to investors who don't care about the sport, but just check the bank balances, they will not be able to offer that $6 billion that they're quoting. It's just like in the transfer market. If somebody has 4 years left on their contract, you can say that Declan Rice is worth 100 million pounds. We all know he's not. But if the stock value of the player goes down, you sell him for what you can sell him for. I think you can protest, meet in the middle between the two of you guys' opinion. Protest to the point where you bring down the stock value to the point where they actually have to figure out, oh, this is sticky, because we've had 400 and some odd million in debt for 17 years. Now, if we bring the stock prices down due to protest and making it extremely uncomfortable, make it so they want to get out the kitchen. Bring the stock prices down, and then they'll sell.
Let me put it that way.
Hamza, let me just say one thing, please. Did you know that when we signed Casemiro, everybody was still in the comments of Manchester United posted that we signed Casemiro, announcing it, was saying Glazers out. Although it's a good signing, but Glazers out. But still, the stock market went up when we signed Casemiro. It's not the fans protesting in one of the most important games today. I think was not right. If you want to protest against when we play Southampton or Crystal Palace or West Ham, not Liverpool. Although I understand the aspect that it's one of the bigger games and we need to make our voice.
He still has the young profile picture. Wow.
I might rob him.
Let me put it that way.
Yeah. Go.
When we have a buyer now and we start protesting, last week we were in for Arnautovic and Rabiot. Now we're in for Anthony for 100 million. Gakpo 35 million,
80
and
million,
potentially another midfielder and a right back.
The Glazers think we're dumb.
Sapphire appeared. They're shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's
what
panic buying, man. It's panic buying.
opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it's a panic buy, but it's for Casemiro is obviously the biggest panic buy in history for me.
It's panic buying and also what Ten Hag is demanding. I think Ten Hag demanded to the board after that Brentford loss, get me a DM. Whether it was Casemiro, I'm not sure. But listen, I'm excited with this Casemiro signing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm always blazed out.
They've done it before. I mean, we're all gullible fans. We've fallen for it before. We were so upset in Jose Mourinho's second season, so they went inside Lukaku and we all shut the fuck up. And then we did the same thing. We were so upset, and then they went inside Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane, and we all shut the fuck up again. And I think if they go ahead and sign Anthony, Gakpo, on top of Casemiro, and then bring in a second choice goalkeeper and a second choice right back to challenge both Dalot and De Gea, we're all going to shut up again. Because that's us as a fan base. We hate to admit it, but that's the reality. It's proven time and time again that whenever they made that signing, even going back to the late 2009 when they signed Berbatov, we were all upset about the Glazers, so they signed Berbatov. Every time they try to do something, they do something bad, they immediately counter it with a massive signing to shut us up, and it works every single time.
I just think if we did this at the beginning, then I'll just think United fans would be like, okay, you know what? The owners of the board are actually back into that. But the fact is, they're doing this right now when the transfer window ends in like a week or so. That is sure that they're actually panic buying. So I think
that was savage.
Duran posted this photo.
As I said, if we did this at the beginning, fair enough. I think United fans would be like, okay, you know what? Let's back them because they're doing this at the beginning. But now they're doing that when there's one week left. So who knows, man? We can't get all 4 players in 1 week. So because you know how we when announcing players. So we'll probably get Anthony and Gakpo because Gakpo, I don't know if you guys know, but he has the same agent. He has the same agent as Eric Ten Hag. So it won't take.
Do you think we're buying both or one of them? I don't think we're going in for both.
I think we'll go both. I think we'll sign both.
Why?
Well, you know what? That'll be very interesting. Here's my viewpoints on your club. As a neutral, I think you should continue protesting, but I think you need to now protest every week.
I agree, but
or every other game. I think the way that King made a very good point. The Glazers need to realize that their assets are dropping. The assets will only drop if there is a lack of expenditure, like within the stadium, expenditure with like merchandising, wherever it may be. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to stop. Season tickets have been bought, so that's going to be difficult. The only thing that they can do regarding a stadium is maybe do a mass walkout. So these are
it's invasion, man.
Get the stock down, and it has. You've started today the biggest game of the season. Personally, I know, mainly you're saying how it's because you both haven't won a game. It's the biggest game anyway. You understand?
Exactly. And on top of that, it has that distinction that neither team has won yet. So it's double big thing.
Big up, realist.
Big up, realist.
What's going on, people? My guy King, what are you saying? Hamza, Oris, Ridge, Crackhead.
3 points. 3 points FC, man.
Man, realist, I love you. Whatever you tell me, man.
Yo, I want to know, but 3 points or not, I want to know about this protest, bro. You man in England, why go on for this protest? Didn't these man say empty stadium? Why go on stadium?
That's what I thought as well.
The thing is, I saw videos there. They're saying we want, and when they were singing that, they were wearing the new United kits. I saw one of them flipping, buying a merchandise. They had a bag full of kits and shirts. So honestly, I don't know, man.
Bro, I saw a video with the protest, and man had on the Ericsson kit. Man, the Ronaldo kit. I'm like, look at these losers.
Yeah. Realist, here's my question then. You guys are protest. Could we have won today's game without the fans in the stadium?
Crackhead. We don't care. Bro, I will sacrifice this whole season to get these man out, bro.
Big up, Chino.
What is that, by the way? What is that?
You're not happy that we won today.
I don't care, bro. I want the Glazers out, bro. I don't care, bro. My thing is short-term pain, long-term gain, bro. That's the thing.
Protesting outside the stadium was going to do a difference? You really think that?
Short-term pain, long-term gain. You all know what is longevity, bro? You know what is success?
Mate, it's been 10 years of short-term gain.
That's the thing. You're contradicting yourself. Like you're
Yes,
saying without.
Hey,
you're saying that,
Hamza.
who's this?
Tut, blood. Hey, I'm not here to stay. Big up, Rich King. Big up yourself. Hey, Anthony Martial
up,
is the
Shado.
best player in the world. That's all I got.
Okay, continue with my contradiction. Please explain to me, Hamza.
Like I'm just saying. You're saying that we couldn't have won without the fans inside the stadium. I agree, but at the same time, you protest as well. Like you should differ those things together. I don't get what you.
I want the Glazers out too. I hate the Glazers, but today we needed a win, and I don't care about this.
No.
We're all
Bro,
just
the
saying
fans
you're
were
being
inside the stadium.
short-sighted.
Nobody will empty the stadium ever. That's never
the problem
gonna
with
work.
United fans. It's so toxic.
That's never gonna work.
So
That's the
to
thing,
cut
we're
you,
protesting
guys,
outside.
just very quickly. I believe, I don't know if there's a notification that comes up on there, but I believe CM dropped a little raid here. So big up everyone who's come off CM's, I should say, cappies.
Big up, CM.
Big up, CM.
Big up for those everyone that's jumped in from Twitch and such. Look, I don't want us to get into a mad Glazers in, Glazers out protest. Listen, I am a neutral. I don't really have any affiliation with your club, but I do agree you need to get your own out for the sake of football. For the sake of football, I will openly say, guys, hashtag Glazers out.
Yeah.
The last point is, I think Michael Knighton, the one of the bidder, his own quotes. He said, "I can confirm by next year that the owners won't be here." So I don't know quotes don't mean anything, but I do think next year we might see a change of owners. But honestly, if we keep winning games, then
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah. So
I agree with Vibes though. Can we start talking about this Van Disney, brother? That guy, that ponytail.
We spoke
wearing
about it at the
fraud,
start.
fam.
Hold on. I love this video. This is my Virgil van Dijk video here, right here.
From the back, 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 from the back.
Yo, when I said Matip was the better centre back last season,
so young.
Matip was better than that brother last season, and this season is still looking the better one.
I think that tackle by Pickford finished him, mate.
Rich, are you sure you're not going to get copyright for that?
I agree. He hasn't been right since the
No, I've done it before, so it's all good.
That's good.
I have got it saved. It's saved there. Listen, because I played it after we drew with Liverpool at Anfield, and Van Dijk didn't want to tackle Zaha. So
Hamza's got to go, so big up Hamza, man.
Bye, Hamza.
Big up, Hamza.
Yeah, big up, guys. See ya.
Big up. Yeah, big up.
Happy, what are you saying?
Hey, listen, there's a lot of stuff going on around the club. I'm not gonna lie. The Glazers out protests, all them things there. Hashtag Glazers out. We'll say that to say that. But the result is a positive result. If you're looking at Eric Ten Hag, he needed it. Because looking at the first two games, Brighton 2-1 loss, and then you go to Brentford and get absolutely demolished in the first half alone. It's not a good look. And you know how this fan base rolls. You know how Manchester United and the whole media circle goes in general. Your bad results, pressure, huge pressure on the manager within itself. And all of this stuff and the leaks and all that. It was incredible. All of the transfer rumors over the last couple of weeks, the likes of going from Rabiot and Arnautovic to suddenly going back in for the likes of Anthony, going in for Casemiro. Like, it's been an insane journey for Manchester United fans in the last couple of weeks. I mean, that's it when Disney did though.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, Vibes. Yo, Vibes is wild. But yeah, I mean, it was a great victory. I thought the players came out with a energy that we just haven't seen for a long time from this Manchester United team. But one thing I will say is it has to continue, because what this result tells me even more is this is just what Manchester United have been about over and over again. Inconsistencies, coming off of defeats against Brighton and Brentford to then play a fantastic match against Liverpool and get the win against them, being able to hold out, because obviously Salah scored that late goal and then there would have been the pressure for the players to hold on. But this has to continue now. I'm not going to say every performance is going to be as good as that, but it has to gradually improve to the point where we're seeing improvements within the system for Erik ten Hag and all of that stuff there. So it's a positive result today. Let's see what happens against Southampton. Let's see how the board and what kind of signings come in and how Erik ten Hag can work with them. Still Glazers out because they need to go, but hopefully the stepping stones are there today.
100% agreed.
Yes,
Realist, can I ask you a question, please? Would you be willing to see Man United get relegated so Glazers go?
Yes. Oh, you said for realist? My bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Nah. What's one? We've been relegated before. What do you mean?
Bro, I'll carry the team to relegation myself, bro, to get these man out. You think I care, fam? I want these man gone, fam.
So you really don't support Manchester United, mate? Why would you want your team to get relegated?
Manchester United, let me tell you something, right? Stay off the drugs, fam. And the reason why I don't have a problem with this, bro, we've been relegated, bro. One of our legends relegated us, fam. He didn't relegate us, but he helped relegated us, bro. That is law, fam. Man scored against us when he was playing for Man City. What's wrong with you? Know your history, big man. We went down before we could come back again, bro. I know people don't want to see because they keep thinking that United is a big club. We can't get relegated. Who cares, bro? If you go down and you get rid of these parasites, relegation ain't gonna be a thing for us in the future. We need to get rid of these man, bro. Unless these men are gone, bro, we ain't doing nothing.
Babs, what are you saying? We'll talk about
Take good, man. Just here, happy to have a little victory in the place, you know.
100%.
Yeah, it feels good to have a little win, you know. I had a feeling the boys might do it today. I ain't gonna lie, when I saw the team come out. A little hit or miss with it, but I saw that, I guess in hindsight, I saw the C division, I guess, pressing from the front, trying to close everything down, not trying to have too many passengers on board. I guess it was good to see Rashford look like he was trying a little bit today. I don't got too much to say about him as a whole, but it was really good to see him actually putting in some real effort. Bruno looked a little bit better. I really got too much to say about him as a whole, but looked better, looked like he was trying. Big call not to play Ronaldo for sure. Dropped the captain. Really amazing to see that. That made me extremely happy. Would have liked to see McTominay hold some fine, but obviously that weren't to be. Overall, you can't go wrong with beating Poole, bro.
Man, you said Bruno, because I've been having this discussion with CM and them, and I'm like, at the oldest one, bro. Do you say Bruno look a little better in terms of what? In terms of
a little bit better. Look like
in terms of he's running around or what?
Say
in
that
terms
again?
of he's just been running around or what? Because to me, all he did was give the ball away and point all over the place and dive in, and he did nothing positive to me.
Nothing at all, huh? I didn't say he has no type of shining light. I think I specifically said he, as a whole, ain't nothing really to talk about.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what make you think that? Why now make you think? Why you say he looked a little?
Because I saw him hold the ball up a couple of times instead of just go for the Hollywood pass. I saw him play it on the inside, keep the ball playing. Ain't that what you're asking for? You're asking for him to stop the Hollywood pass every time, right?
He gave the ball away a lot today.
Come on, the realist. I mean, that's sort of like the whole conversation with the whole Manchester United thing. You gotta know your peoples and then what to expect from them. When I say he looks a little bit better, I mean he weren't as rash of a normal Bruno showing still. That's all I mean. I don't think he done anything special. I don't think he lit the place up. I know he's one of your agenda peoples, but you know.
My agenda is only for one brother, that Botox brother.
No. Bruno is definitely in there too. Botox is just the worst. He gets the blunt of it.
He's a poster boy.
Yeah.
Bruno is not my agenda, you know. I just think if you're a calm, like you're supposed to be a key creative player for your team, you should be able to control tempo and that. And yeah, he don't know how to do that.
Realist, what were you happy about today? I feel like you're always depressed. So
I was happy until I come on here and see you here, bro.
He was happy when he didn't see Ronaldo in the lineup. That's for one.
I was excited when I didn't see him in the lineup.
I was excited as well.
Get him out.
Keeping him fresh for later on.
The thing is, I saw United fans were saying, "Oh, look at Ten Hag dropping Ronaldo." They were crying on Twitter, so it looks like Ten Hag got it right today.
Yes,
so now I think we know what our centre partnership is now.
I think that's the only thing me and Realist would agree on. Send Ronaldo packing. That's all.
I think we know what our centre back partnership is now. I think Martinez, Varane, I have to play together.
Just
Thing
can't
is,
bank
though,
on
the thing is
Varane.
just keeping him fit, though.
Yep.
Keeping him fit.
Can't
Varane
bank on
has to stay
Varane.
fit, 100%, 100%.
He went down with a cramp, and I thought it was over for all his knee ligaments. I'm just worried about that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he cramped up, and I thought it was the
And then Ten
ACL
Hag
or
did
something.
mention about Varane's injury record, so yeah, we'll see.
That's why I released him on. He wasn't on the pitch today. It's keeping him fresh, bruv.
You see the fact that he gave him 5
sentence.
minutes. I'm like, that's a little too much, bro. You should give him 3, 1. Just let him go on the pitch, just to walk back off, bro. That's what I want to see them doing. Just let him walk back off, bro.
How good was Martinez today, man? Honestly.
Sorry. I have to interject here. Sorry, I was gonna lock off the stream like soon, but we've got a Chelsea fan here, and I'm
yes.
Chelsea.
Everybody mute your mics. Let him speak.
I will
Hey up,
everyone.
everyone.
I'll firm it.
How we doing?
What's up, you two boys?
No, Hanif is getting cooked, man.
Yeah, all right. I'm sorry, man. I've been. It was my sister's wedding today, so I missed the game. I've been away all weekend, and I didn't even watch a Chelsea game. I knew the result. Not great. I'd have to watch it back. But,
Leeds United 3, Chelsea 0.
so, yeah, Orist, just to remember who you're talking to.
I don't need to remember, mate.
So you do. I've seen United win more than you'll ever do. Listen, look. Chelsea were not great. I've not seen it. I know Mendy had a howler a bit like De Gea, but listen, look, ultimately when I looked at the lineup, for me it was wrong. From what I can tell, I just don't understand what one of the best right wing backs or whatever you call him, right wing backs you call him, is playing right centre back, even though we've got a full back, even though we've got Aspie on the bench. And ultimately, look, it comes down to turning up on the day. If you don't turn up on the day, you're gonna get beat. It's as simple as that.
No, that's a violation, Rich.
That boy,
I think he's in
up on the stream.
It wasn't me. Honestly,
No,
I think his internet dropped.
Man, like Rich said it with a straight face, number one.
Bro, I like how you look like he was down there doing something as it was, and then just.
Yeah.
Why would I do that when I actually want to listen to it? I was too busy reading Vibes' comment. I think his phone might have died. He was asking, "What do you think of Kalidou Lyle?"
I like Don Robbie, yeah? The Senegalese Don Robbie.
But anyway, congratulations to her niece sister on her wedding day. You know what we'll do to wrap up then, if he's not going to come back? We'll go around and we'll say what we'll think is the performance of the weekend. King?
There's only one answer, man.
Yeah, it's not your turn. King?
Bias speaking, Manchester United winning is closest to me. Biggest rivalry, so I'm gonna go that way. But most entertaining game that I watched outside of Manchester United, Liverpool for the rivalry, I really did enjoy watching you guys just destroy Villa. It was fun to watch. That was most entertaining for me to watch. But bias speaking, Manchester United beating Liverpool is gonna smack any day.
Like Steven Gerrard, eh?
Oh no, I can't stand Jimmy. Like for me, the three Musketeers was Gerrard, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Lampard. Those are the three Musketeers. I'm still trying to figure out which one is Curly, but it is what it is.
That's old realist favorites right there.
Yep. So whenever I can get Patrick Vieira to put any of them in a spliff, I'm here for it. So those are my two shouts.
Orest?
Newcastle Man City for me. I think that was a great entertaining game for me. Newcastle City. I was gonna say Leeds Chelsea, but nah, screw it.
Wait, sorry, we'll come back to you. Let me just clarify it. Hanif, what happened to you?
Oh, sorry, mate. My little one.
Thank you. They all thought I kicked you off the street.
Sorry. No, my little one. He's a menace, man. He's a menace, man. But I've just seen the United's result. Big up to United, man.
Bloody hell, honey, if you moving like
get out of here. What's going on?
Yeah, so he's got
listen, you guys are gonna have a crap season anyway, like a bit like Chelsea. So listen, I know how it's gonna feel. Oh, big up to you lot as well, man. I wasn't expecting you lot to beat Villa. Big up. You know what? Fair play. You know what? Send us Zaha this way, man. Bring it together.
I was saying the same thing. I was saying that, Steve. I was saying that. Yeah, Supreme on his side first.
Right. I don't know who's under big up CM. I don't know who's under Orist. Vibes, big up to you, man. How does freaking hell vibes, man. I don't know. You know, it's not looking. I don't know where I was with the Chelsea, with what I saw in terms of highlights, but I just didn't like the fact that the formation was the same and the strategy was the same. Jorginho's basically needs to like get out of the team and get on the bench, but I think Chelsea are having problems. It's a transition again, and they need a couple of midfielders and a striker. Hey, fella. Listen, we wanted Maguire, but you didn't want to sell him to us. You told us clearly, get away.
Yeah. I would have. We clearly showed we don't need him, so go take him.
And it's on Twitter. It's on Twitter.
To be fair,
sorry, what was that, Rich?
Forson Koulibaly.
Listen, look, he didn't have a great game, but it's one of them, and he's new to the league. He had a good game against Tottenham, and ultimately, look, I'm not going to judge him. I still think he's a top quality player. Gallagher had a really good second half, and I don't think you can play Reece James right centre back. I don't think he should be doing that. I don't understand why Ruben Loftus-Cheek is playing on the right.
For all the guys that are out here trying to say that we're desperate for Gallagher, when we've got Eze playing the way he's playing,
Olise as well, yeah.
Like we just need a box-to-box midfielder. Eze's doing more than enough. So I'm happy with that.
Well, if he gets injured, Rich, you do need the Gallagher, to be fair. If Eze gets injured,
we'll get Samori from Leicester. And we'll be out.
You had Gallagher right now too.
What was the United game like? I didn't watch any of the game.
Yeah.
We're not gonna spoil it for you. Go watch the highlights.
Yeah, go watch the highlights. CM, what was your performance of the weekend?
Now people, I was gonna say even Newcastle, but I wanna give a special shout to Crystal Palace, man, because I watched that game. I watched the Newcastle game, Palace game. I need to watch Match of the Day and grew up on the highlights. But I was very impressed again with Crystal Palace. Obviously, big up Rich, he allowed me to go and see them against Montpellier in pre-season. But hey, I've been impressed with them. Every time I watch Palace, the evolution under Patrick Vieira has been a delight to see. And, you know, you got guys like Doucouré in there. And I love how you guys have proven that you don't need Gallagher because, like you said, Eze is coming in there, really coming into his own as a player. You got Elise coming back from injury, being eased into the team. Zaha playing very well to start the season, scoring goals, very clinical, ruthless in front of goal. And defensively, you guys are improving all the time as well. So big up to Palace, man.
Realist performance of the weekend.
Man City Newcastle, bro. What a game, bro. That game had everything in it, bro. That game was, especially the fact that it just shows how strong City is, bro. These man was 3-1 down, bro. These bastards still come back, you know. Can't stand them, bro. But as CM said though, because I watched that your game from the start to the finish. Yeah, you man touched up Sleepy Shitty Gerrard, fam.
That's your guy.
Him, Lampard, get them out, man. They stink, man. I really want Gerrard to take over at Liverpool. That's why I really want him to do good, you know. I want him to do good at Villa. Yes, to go there.
Mania, what was your performance of the weekend?
I think Fulham Brentford was fun to watch. Particular Mitrovic was great. Of course, Crystal Palace, as I said, very, very good game for them. I did not expect that at all. I thought Aston Villa would bounce back. But honestly, this week, with the exception of maybe the Leicester game and the Bournemouth-Arsenal game, all the games are very entertaining to watch, you know? So it was a good weekend of football, and I think we all enjoyed it.
I hate to do it, obviously, because two men already done said it, but obviously the Newcastle City game was probably the best game for me. The result-wise, obviously, Pooh and United, but watch City and Newcastle. That was a good game.
And if
I'm giving. Yeah, I've not seen the United Liverpool bit. I'm giving it to Leeds. Listen, look, I'm willing to. I can take an L. I think the result, and I think they deserved it as well. You know, you go to Elland Road and you don't. It's like anything. You can't take any team for granted now. This is the Premier League. You can't take any team for granted. And if you don't turn up on the day, regardless of whatever team you have, then you're gonna get battered. And Chelsea saw it the other night. So big up to Leeds, man.
Wicked. And James, I'm sure Bournemouth will bounce back. They've got Liverpool next, haven't they?
Oh my God.
Boy. They're gonna want a reaction from that. So.
Rich, I don't want to interrupt, but what's Mason Mount doing top right hand corner?
Oh, this guy, man.
No way.
Man said Mason Mount, you know.
Calm down, Kelbrick. Calm down, Kelbrick. Calm down.
For me, I'm gonna say Newcastle's performance against City was phenomenal, and it was kind of like, okay, maybe we've got the blueprint to how to beat them. Just run at their backline. Maximum's pace. Walker was getting terrorized constantly. Constantly terrorized. Guys, we'll leave it as that. Big up everyone for tuning in. Big up for those jumping in. Big up James. Let's see what you've typed in here. Give me 1 second. You've put your link into your channel and stuff. So 1 second, I'll copy that. Big up James. You jumped in during the Women's Euros, didn't you, James? And stuff. Some of the watch alongs there and stuff. And obviously, as you're probably aware, James has a disability and stuff, but he still produces content, and he's good fun to have on the channel. So what he does to communicate, he'll type in the private chat what he wants to say out there, and then I just say it out there for him. Yeah. So, James, pleasure as always. This is James's channel, guys. Supports Bournemouth. Started off well, tailing off a bit now, but hopefully they'll beat Liverpool.
Yep.
And such. Right. We're gonna wrap it up there. Ferbs, listen, I need to call you, my bro. I'm gonna see if I can call you sometime tomorrow. We need to get your thing. We need to get your thing up.
Yeah, we need to pattern it up proper. No, I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Cool. Yeah. So let's see. Wait. Yeah, tomorrow because Wednesday and Thursday I'm busy. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Forget Rich, man. Call me, fam.
Really, you listen there, man.
That's a big up.
Yeah, I'm even sort of tempted to do something right after this ends anyway, just because I'm sort of.
Aye. Realist and CM's got United Tropics tomorrow, I believe. What time's that?
Yeah. Check us out on YouTube, man. What time? That was 10 for me, so that's like 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
time, I think.
Lovely. I can catch that before I go to Oxford. And I'm going to the Oxford United Palace game, Carabao Cup. So,
lovely.
Beforehand. So
midweek.
King, have you set up anything for yourself?
In the process now. I still got to get all my equipment, man.
Coming up, boy, Ferbs and King starting something up there.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. It's coming soon.
King, you about tomorrow, yeah?
What'd you say, bro?
You about tomorrow?
What about it?
You about tomorrow?
Yeah, am I around? No, yeah. I'll be around. I'm about.
Like morning time.
Yeah. We got the same time zone. Yeah, I'll be around.
I'll shout you.
All right, that's a bet.
Big up. Oh, so let me just quickly do the rounds and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, Oristocks Football on YouTube. That's where you can find me. Tomorrow I got a stream at 5 p.m. where I'll be reviewing all the games and game week 3. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Really tonight that everything tomorrow on YouTube though, and we're doing the Premier League wrap-up show. You Chelsea fans go into hiding, bro, because nah. I am see Morad, yeah? Crocodile Gundy. I'm on to that, brother, tomorrow.
You know what? He's a Fulham fan, isn't he?
Bro, he said he's doing synchronized swimming now. He's done in football.
Yeah.
Big up, James. James is 26 subscribers, so well done, James. CM.
Big up. You know where to find me, Pete, CM22ENT on Twitch, YouTube, all socials. Make sure you subscribe, drop a like on this video right here, right now. Get amped, people.
Yeah, but I won't lie to you. I might need to holler at you for a Get Amped intro soundtrack too. You know?
Hey, say no more, Rich. Don't worry. I got something in the works, bro.
That's my guy.
Glazers out, but no talks.
Big up, Ferbs, my brother.
Yeah, man. Big up. United Premier TV is coming soon. You know, if you're going on YouTube, obviously I've got my 2 old videos, been there for a long time, but content's coming. I'm on Twitch as well, so I'll pattern both of them up at the same time once I go live.
Yes, sir.
Mums is good, yeah?
Yeah, Mums is good.
Brilliant.
She just came back from a surgery not too long ago, but she's good.
Ah, good to hear, man. Good to hear. And Neith?
Yeah, 532_pod on Instagram. You know where I am. I've had a weekend off because of a family wedding, but I'll be back. I can take the L. Don't you worry about that. And yeah, big up to everybody. And if anybody's got any shows that they want someone who talks a lot of rubbish about football, then let me know.
United biggest fan right here.
Yo, where's the crackhead though, Rich? Is he gone?
Yeah, he's got it.
Man, he's on Instagram live right now, so he's gone, mate.
Forrest, I forgot, how old are you now? You're 16?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's 16?
Guys, listen up.
What?
Listen up. And I know you're going to feel a bit heartbroken by this, but it's for your own benefit, Forrest. Hopefully, starting Sunday, I'm going to do a show just before Get Amped, called Get Amped Light. That's going to give those young bucks their space to chat.
Wait, hold on. He's 16.
He's young.
Bloody hell.
Sure,
I wasn't even thinking about YouTube at
That's been
16.
tough on Oris.
Yo, big up to you, man.
I'm going to go PG on Oris now.
No. What I'm saying though, when I was 16, I wasn't even thinking about YouTube. So big up to Oris then for doing all that, bro.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, Oris, if you got any of your brethren and that who want to chat about the Premier League, it's a similar format like this. You want to look to set up a Get Amped Light, and then 9
Yeah,
p.m.
don't worry.
weekend.
I'll message you.
Or the Reckless Donnies, like Realist and that. You know, we don't want to pollute the youth minds and that.
Make sure you get the monk, bro. Forget that guy.
The
man in the kitchen, bro. The man in the kitchen. Bro.
What's it? The man? What?
That's all, folks.
Alright, but apart from that, listen, love for the support. Big up everyone. Yeah, it's later. I need to
Big up, Rich.
I'm going to Oxford tomorrow. So it's going to be a long day. Anyway, apart from that, everyone.
Big up, everybody.
There's no options, so don't do anything. Just do it live.
Yeah.